It's time now for Anderson Speedway's Track Talk. Catch up with everything that's going on at Anderson Speedway with Rick Dawson and Gary Mong.
Good evening. Welcome to Track Talk. Rick Dawson, Gary Mong. We are at the Mounds Mall Special Event Studio on a rather festive night.
Yes. A lot of people out here tonight.
As you may well know, some of you are listening to us live and others listen to us later on the tape, but this is Tuesday night.
Eve before Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve.
Eve.
And the Mounds Mall is a bustling tonight.
It is.
With all these folks that haven't got their Christmas shopping complete.
Are you
yet.
all done already?
Nope. That's where I'm going to be tomorrow.
Why does that not surprise me?
And if you're like me and haven't done your Christmas shopping and you're out of ideas, come out to the Speedway. We'll be there until noon tomorrow. You can still get your ticket packs for next year. 20 ticket packs, $7 a ticket, or you can get 10 tickets for $8 a ticket. So Jessica will be out there until noon tomorrow.
Those
at the
are good
Speedway.
bargains.
You can call or stop by, and we can put them right in your hands so you can stuff them in the stockings or put them in a box and wrap them up tomorrow.
You've still been moving quite a few of those, haven't you?
We have. And tomorrow, if it's like most years, a lot of folks are just like me.
They're going to wait last minute. I heard him on the radio last night. I'm going to go out and get some.
There you go. But I did something tonight I haven't done in a long time. Also, I walked in here without a coat.
I know. I couldn't believe how warm it is and was and still is out there today.
Right,
50-some degrees?
55.
Wow.
You know, come May and June, we'll think that's freezing, but right now it seems balmy.
It does. I hope we're not going to pay for this come January, February.
Not a whole lot of racing going on, but we do have two special guests that we're going to be talking to here just very shortly with familiar names that you will recognize in storied history in their family. We're going to be talking to Jared Andretti here in just a few minutes, and then after the break, we're going to be talking to his father, John Andretti,
This will be fun.
Racing is in the Andretti name, so
and the blood.
So
in the bloodline,
we'll get
sure
some
is.
Interesting things. Jared's got some neat things coming up and some accomplishments he's just completed.
Good.
And it's going to be neat to hear from him and see what's going on in the Andretti family over the holidays and during the winters. They get ready for 2015.
It's hard to believe, another week it's going to be 2015, and then, 3 short months?
About 82 days.
You're counting the days down, are you?
82 days is our first practice, and 96 days is our first race.
Wow.
And
that'll be here for you
it's
know it.
going fast.
It sure
this
is.
month has flown by.
It has.
And I'm still way behind. I still got to get now it's going to be quiet for a few days. So hopefully I can get the rules done and get those up on the internet. CRA's already got theirs up, so the Street Stocks and Late Models sportsmen pretty much know their rules. Our figure 8 rules have been up. 4 Series have got their rules, I think, up. So pretty much
Everybody's
the rules are out there.
Yes.
I just need to put them where they're convenient for everybody to see. So
looking forward to 2015, though. Looks like with the schedule you put together and the variety of different events as far as sanctioning body stuff coming to the track, along with our own divisions, it should be a great year.
As far as events that are coming up, I think, is it this Friday and Saturday, or is it next week? At Fort Wayne.
Yes, this weekend.
This weekend at Fort Wayne, they have the
Rumble in the Coliseum, or whatever they call it now.
Yeah, with go-karts, and I think they had midgets there last year. That's about as big as they got.
Yeah.
And mini sprints and those kinds of things. That's up at the Fort Wayne Coliseum coming up this weekend if you want to get some midwinter racing.
Get your fix, smell the rubber, smell the alcohol, and have you a race buzz when you leave.
The next event that we got is actually the CRA banquet, which will take place on Saturday night, January the 3rd.
It's a week from this
which is a week from Saturday. Yeah. And then the 24th and 25th of next month, we'll be venturing down to Cordele, Georgia, to Watermelon Capital Speedway for Speedfest 2015.
It sounds like it's shaping up to be another good race down there with the 2 Series that runs down there.
Are we going?
Well, I haven't been invited yet.
Actually, priced plane tickets today. Well, you're invited because RJ said he's going to put you to work.
Oh, well, as long as I can do something productive.
Priced plane tickets today, and they seem pretty reasonable. That might save 20 hours in the car back and forth.
Yeah, tune tag with you for 12 hours down, 12 hours back. It's a little.
Really?
Yeah,
you just get that. You get that tired of getting.
Oh, I do. That's where you were going with that.
You did?
Yes, I did.
That's coming up next month, and then of course, then it's just a couple weeks after that, and things start happening at Daytona with the ARCA race, and then
it starts a snowball effect at that point, don't it?
Then it starts happening, and
It
things
sure
get
does.
frantic. But Amy is working very hard, even here during the holidays. A lot of sponsor meetings and putting together programs and plans for each one of our over 50 events for next year.
You've had a lot of new ones come on board this year with us, which
already.
is great.
For
Yes.
2015.
Yes.
Our loyal sponsors are back. I will have a press release out here shortly, but I just got the contract back. Our Pro Compacts this year will be named the Markham Welding Pro Compacts.
Wow, good deal.
So we're looking forward to Charlie Markham and his business, which is really neat, and I'm anxious to learn a whole lot more about it. Yeah, it's not just Markham Welding; it's Markham Welding and Steel. I think fabricating. They do not just little metal stuff; they do big building stuff.
Wow, do they really?
We're talking about the big skyscraper type steel fabricating and things, and that's pretty neat.
That is cool.
Hopefully, we can get Jeff or Charlie on the show here during the winter time,
Yes.
and they can tell you about their business because it's really neat, and may be able to use that at the Speedway.
There you go.
But right now, I want to take a few minutes here and talk to a good friend of the Speedway, good friend of yours and mine, and I can't say an up-and-coming star because he's been racing. He's already a star out there, and it's none other than Jared Andretti. Jared, how are you doing this evening, buddy?
I'm good. I appreciate you guys having me on. How's everybody doing?
We're
doing
doing great. Are you up here in the Arctic, or are you down in North Carolina?
No, I'm in North Carolina, and this is our North Carolina Arctic today, about 37 degrees. So,
We were warmer than you.
yeah, yeah.
It's 55 here.
That's nice. We should still be racing.
That's
yeah,
right.
You're right. Tell us a little bit about. You've had quite a few things go on in your life here since we talked the last time. I know something very important last weekend. Tell us what's been going on.
Yeah, we've been really busy this year, and I just graduated college. That's what Rick was referring to last Thursday it was. So I got out a little early, and this year we ran. Besides getting to do that, we ran about 60 races this year, and ran with USAC. I got to run the Hoosier 100, and then obviously got to run the Little 500 up at Anderson, which is by far the coolest race I've gotten to do. Got to do this year. So I think that it's been a good year for me. It's been really good, and I have to do more of the same next year. I hope it's been fun. We got to travel, I think, 12 different states this year, and got to run in a lot of different races.
Hey, Jared, talk about the Little 500 there. I know it was your first one in 2014. How do you compare that to any other race that you've ever raced in? Kind of explain to these folks what it's like for your first time.
I think the only thing that I've ever done that can compare to it, I got to do the 24 Hours of Daytona, and I think the pageantry, I honestly believe they're close. In the pageantry, the build-up to it, getting to know that you're at a huge event, and it's just a different crowd, and it was really from the driver's perspective. I went there for the Nival, and I thought it was busy then. There were about 15 cars that were there, and I got to the Little 500, and they go, yeah, we're going to start 3 of them, 33, and I'm going, what? I'm looking at, and I'm looking at the two guys that start next to me. It's Troy DeCare and Caleb Armstrong, and both talented race car drivers and both experienced race car drivers. And luckily I started 15th, so I was able to get down and not, and get to, there's a lot of anxiety around that first lap there. And so it's just, everything about it is cool. And if you're not, if a fan and you haven't been there, you need to go there. I would say that's probably the short track race that you need to go to. If you only go to one ever in your life, that's the one you need to go to.
Well, I know you do everything right, Jared. I mean, it's professional and 2 weeks ago, I think it was, or a couple of weeks ago, you had a little gathering there at Michael's at Andretti Motorsports, and it was really neat with your sponsors and everything. Tell us how important and how you work with Michael and his organization and all the folks there, and how you utilize their resources.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Michael is gracious enough to give us a bay there at the Andretti Autosport. So we not only have access to, machines that we wouldn't be able to. We have, there's paint booths there, welders, obviously, brakes and lathes and all kinds of good stuff. We can machine seat inserts, all kinds of good stuff. But, from the mechanical side, it's a huge benefit. But also from the marketing side, they have Andretti Sports Marketing that's up there. There actually used to be a break room, and now there's about 12 people working in there from Andretti Sports Marketing. And every time I go there, there's a new face up there. And so they're growing that quickly, and we got to kind of tie our program in with that, and that kind of brought a new element. We work with all of our sponsors on various levels. We had the Indy Trading Post Sprint Car this year at the Little 500, the Window World Sprint Car, and Silver Crown Car, and then the Superior Auto Sprint Car. And so we tie all of our sponsors together as best we can, and try to give them the most return on their benefit, on their investment that we can as a short track team.
Looking into 2015, what kind of program have you started working on, and where can the fans look to find you on the racetrack?
Well, I'm hoping to run. I think we're going to stay a little local this year with the sprint car. I think we're going to try to run as many races as we can in Indiana, so 3, 4, 5 nights a week. We ran with USAC this year. And I think we're still going to hit as many USAC races as we can, but I don't think we'll be going to California and things like that. And then I hope to come back to run the full Silver Crown schedule again, and I really want to come back and run the Little 500 and run the other non-wing races at Anderson. I think that as much pavement experience as I can get is good for me. Since we do so much dirt racing, getting on the pavement is vital for me to continue to progress.
What's your ultimate goal?
I think the Indianapolis 500, being racing in Indy, coming here to race. I grew up in Charlotte. I was born in Indy, but I grew up in Charlotte, and to come to Indy to race, I think that, and then obviously with the family's heritage there, that's the ultimate goal. And then after that, it's a tough call. You just want to make a living driving a race car, whether that's a wing sprint car, dirt sprint car, Silver Crown car, or a stock car, Indy car, GT car. It doesn't matter to me. I just think I'm going to have fun either way and get to do what I love for a living.
Have you ever got to sit in an Indy car or actually drive one?
I've never got to sit in one, but never drive one. I sit in and make noises, and play the steering wheel a little bit when nobody's around, But
that's cool.
One of the things that I didn't know until I went down to your reception was that you did run the 24 Hours of Daytona, and what's even more special about that is who you drove it with. When did you do that?
It was 2012. I got to do it with my father, Anders Krohn, and Taylor Hackard, who are both, we're both still friends with. And it was really cool doing it with my dad, my mom, my sisters came there. So we actually got a motorhome, and all 5 of us were in the motorhome. And then Anders also stayed in the motorhome with us. So one of us would be driving, and then one of us would be on pit road. So we would just rotate beds, and a person on the 2 people on the chairs, 2 people on the beds, and then usually 2 people, usually somebody awake. So my mom actually would get me and my dad up. Okay, here's your food. You got to go, and we'd walk us out to the grid, come back, get the next guy ready. And it was kind of it was a family affair there. And we unfortunately blew up about 12 hours into it. But it was a blast. It was really cool getting to come in, after a 2-hour stint and seeing all the Ferris wheel lit up, seeing the stands empty. And it's sometimes it's good to it's nice to reflect on some of the cool things that you get to do as you're racing, as you're on this journey.
Sure. Well, I was hoping that we would be able to get your dad and you both on at the same time, but our technology isn't quite there yet. We're going to have him on here just after you, and you're not going to have time for a rebuttal. So is there anything that we should know before we talk to your dad?
Everything bad is not true. Everything good is absolutely true.
Well, Jarrett, I sure wish you and your whole family a great holiday season, and we're certainly looking forward to you to having you at the track at Anderson next season. Are you by chance going up to Fort Wayne this weekend?
I am not. I don't have a ride. I will not be up there. I'll be up there. I may attend a race. I'm going to be up in Indy after Christmas, but I won't be there. I won't be there driving, unfortunately.
Well, again, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and stay in touch, buddy.
Absolutely. I appreciate you having me on. Merry Christmas to both of you. Happy New Year, and look forward to seeing you guys soon.
Sounds
all right,
good.
Take care.
Thank you.
Jared Andretti, quite a young man.
It is.
Looking forward to watching him climb the ranks.
Like we've done so many.
Yep. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk to Jared's dad, John Andretti, who has a lot of stories that we don't have near enough time tonight, but we're going to get some of them on.
Good.
You're listening to Anderson Speedway's Track Talk.
MoFab Incorporated, where imagination is the only limitation. We serve residential, commercial, industrial, and municipal customers as your metals warehouse and fabrication center. We do all types of fabrication using the latest technology with unmatched speed, accuracy, and durability on any substrate. Our ornamental division handles all types of interior and exterior work, including rails, fences, gates, and more. So contact us at mofabbing.com to fabricate your dreams of tomorrow today.
Honey, stop! Oh my gosh, that's Diggity's back there.
You mean the new Diggity's Frozen Treat Factory?
I heard it's unbelievable. Everybody's talking about it. They have everything yummy.
Yeah, I heard they have ice cream, yogurt, custard, sorbet.
And gelato, plus fruit smoothies, and that's just the beginning.
I heard Diggity's has over 250 toppings, not 30 or 40 like those other places, and you can even get the candy to go separately.
We can eat outside on their huge patio by the fire, too.
Okay, let's see. Frozen yogurt, ice cream, custard, sorbet, and gelato with 250 toppings? Or a plain old frozen yogurt shop with limited toppings?
Diggity's it is!
Diggity's wants to cater your event. Diggity's can set up at your event inside or out and provide delicious smoothies, frozen cappuccinos, candies, and frozen treats to your guests. Diggity's is perfect for weddings, company picnics, group outings, sporting events, festivals, you name it, just call Diggity's. 765-393-0033 today for more information.
Heart attack, stroke, serious injury. A sudden health crisis can happen to anyone at any time. So when bad things happen, choose good people. St. Vincent Anderson Regional Hospital has the area's most advanced emergency care, with a state-designated Level 3 trauma center, an internationally accredited chest pain center for heart attack patients, and advanced certification for primary stroke care. We have all the resources to deliver the care you need for any serious or life-threatening emergency. St. Vincent Anderson Regional is the only emergency department in the area with an on-site helicopter. And our $27 million state-of-the-art surgery pavilion opens later this year. Bad things can happen to anyone. Thankfully, good people are ready to help. Choose emergency care from St. Vincent Anderson Regional, the spirit of caring. Visit stvincent.org/Anderson Regional to learn more.
When I was a boy, we had family pitch-in dinners on Sunday, so I knew on Saturdays Mom would be in the kitchen baking pies, and especially sugar cream pies. I will never forget pulling a chair up to the table. I always turned the chair around back so I could perch on my knees while watching Mom take her fingers and flute the pie crust. You know, that little squiggly thing all the way around. And of course, after the pies were baked, we would beg and plead with Mom, only to have her put her foot down and say, nope, we were not going to get any pie until everybody came by tomorrow. But on Sunday at the family gathering, that first bite of pie was always worth the wait. Mom's a little older now, but that doesn't mean we can't enjoy freshly made sugar cream pies together. Now, instead of Mom making them, I pick up a Wix sugar cream pie. They use simple, fresh ingredients because of Wix rigid freshness standards. The wholesomeness and taste of their pies is better than Mom's. But don't tell her I said that. Now you can pick up a Wix sugar cream pie at most of your local grocery stores. Just look for them in the frozen dessert aisle. I'm Brownie, and I can honestly say about Wix pies, you don't just eat them, you enjoy them.
This program is a presentation by Anderson Speedway. The content contained in this program is that of the host and guests, and not this station.
We're back.
I know it's a Christmas song, but
I think we need to go ice skating with that one. Oh, it's Don Ho.
Is that who it is?
Yes. But you would have never got that one. Oh, it's who? Who was that, Zach? It's not. Oh, it's not Jimmy. It's Jimmy Buffett, I'm told. Well, it's Don Ho's song.
I'll let you go ahead and make a fool of yourself. I do better.
Welcome back to Track Talk. We just got off the phone with a great young man.
Yes, we did.
And now we get a chance to hear the real story from his dad. On the line with me is a man that needs no introduction other than he is Jarrett's dad. John Andretti, how are you doing this evening, my friend?
I'm doing great. Jared must have told you to introduce me that way.
I asked him, I said, now you're not going to have any time for a rebuttal here. I said, what do we need to know when we talk to your dad? He said, well, anything bad he says isn't true.
Yeah, that's what I say all about my dad, too. So.
Yeah, there you go. By the way, how is your dad doing?
My dad's doing great. Unfortunately, he didn't make it out to as many races this year as we would like, but he followed my brother. I have a younger brother, Adam. He's actually 16 years younger than I am, and he's followed him around the Trans Am Series, so still plenty of other Andretti racing, too.
Is there an Andretti that doesn't race?
Yeah, a smart one. We can't do it, so we gotta go racing. So there's seems like the ladies are the smart ones, and we just go off racing.
There you go. So what's been going on with John Andretti lately? What are you working on, and what are you looking forward to doing in 2015?
I'll tell you, there's been a lot happening. Obviously, we came to Indianapolis for the PRI show. We held a sponsor summit for Andretti Short Track, which got many of our sponsors in the same room. We talked about the things that we're doing with them, ways to help, grow their involvement with us, to help grow their business, and we do that. Then Jared and dragging me around, but I've also came from a meeting that we're going to make an announcement in January of a charity program that we've been putting together. It's called the Stinger, and it's a program that I started in 2011. It's to raise money for St. Jude. It's been supported by Window World in a big way, and it's a 2011 Indy car, but it's painted like the Marmon Wasp, the original Indianapolis 500 winning car.
Oh, cool.
And what we did is we put every driver's name on it that was alive at the time, and we have, out of the 274 possibilities or names on the car, we have 245 signatures. So we're looking to get more signatures, and then that car is going to go to auction, and Window World is going to donate all the money to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. And so we got a lot of things going on, I guess, so to speak.
Fantastic. I know Jarrett's got big plans for next year, and I know as a parent sitting there watching your son pretty much follow in your footsteps has got to make you pretty proud.
Yeah, probably more so than in most cases he is. I don't think it's by choice or by any other thing. I think it's just it's coincidence in a lot of ways that Jarrett, he went to college and got a degree in business, and so did I, and raced at the same time, and so there's travel, and we did it in 2 or 3 states away. So we go to school in one and drive 2 or 3 states away and drive a race car and go back. So I'm really proud of him, what he's been able to accomplish with school. He didn't get started racing till late, and he's only been racing for a few years, and I think he does a really nice job, especially in a sprint car, which is the hardest thing there is to drive, in my opinion, because the competition's so tough.
I agree. One of the things that I am amazed and astounded of, and it's a misconception. Your name's Andretti, and it's synonymous with motorsports, and everybody may think, well, it's just there and given to them, and they get in the car and go. That's not the case with you and Jarrett. I mean, following your career as I did, and now following Jarrett's, you both have business degrees. He goes out and you guys work for these sponsorships, and you work on the cars yourselves. I mean, you don't have the huge crews that a lot of folks may think you do. It's all the accomplishments are done by hard work.
Well, I appreciate that. Obviously, I think that everybody puts an effort into something that they love and have a desire to do, and even more so when it's your child. And with Jarrett, or even my girls, I mean, we always push as hard as we can to make things happen. And I think one of the misnomers a lot of people think is that I'm just one of those dads that's simply writing a check for Jarrett to run, and we don't do it that way. We basically, got the ability to get out there and network and market, and he's done that and created sponsorships for the race car. Some are relationships that I have, some are new ones. And you know how hard he works at it, Rick. I mean, he contacted you, and those things are all things that you have to do. I mean, as a young driver, you can't just have a helmet bag and talent. You have to be able to do all things, and I think that he's learning that, and he's learning it well. I was fortunate, and I hope that he's fortunate in the same way I was. I was driving a sprint car in California, and Mike Herb was the sponsor of the race car, and Kerry Agajanian walked down and said, "Okay, Mike Herb wants you to go to Elkhart Lake and drive the Indy car," and he pointed to Brad Knopfler and said he wants you to go to Bristol and drive the stock car, and that was, so here we came, two guys off of Ascot Park, California dirt track, and we were going to the big time overnight, and it's just those kinds of things that you can't anticipate happening, but you work hard for, and hopefully those opportunities come for him, but he's getting an opportunity to race that a lot of the other young guys and gals don't get an opportunity to do, so he feels blessed about that, but he's willing to work hard at it, and I'm willing to stand next to him, and it does. The one thing that it does do is it does create a tight relationship between he and I, just like I have with my father.
That's great. And I do want to ask you something, John, and I asked Jarrett the same thing earlier about the Little 500, that being his first one. How was your first experience at the Little 500? What did you think of it?
I think it's dynamite. You know, you think about 33 sprinters on anything is got to be, you know, just a call for disaster, and yet guys take care of themselves. They do different things.
3 minutes left.
And I think that basically it's exciting because of all the things that happen. It's just like running a little Indianapolis 500. You got to fight your way in, and you got to fight your way every lap, and you got to work your way through traffic, cautions, pit stops, everything. So it brings the whole gamut together. Unfortunately, everything didn't work out as smooth for us, but you know, hopefully we get back there again, and Jarrett gets another shot at it. Maybe I wouldn't mind a shot at it too.
Oh, that'd be great to see.
That'd be cool.
Yes, it would.
Well, John, I really appreciate you taking the time with us this evening, and like I told Jarrett, I hope you and your family have the best of holidays, and we're really looking forward to working with you folks and seeing you. I know the fans are looking forward to seeing you at Anderson Speedway next season.
Well, I appreciate that, Rick, and you do a great job there, and thank you for all your support of short track racing, and Merry Christmas to y'all, and here's to a great 2015.
There you go.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you, John. John Andretti, a name synonymous with motorsports. Well, we're about out of time.
We did.
This evening. We got to say hi and Merry Christmas to Aunt Jenny.
Yep. See her in the next couple days. Yes.
Lauren and Dan's not at home. They're in Nassau in the Bahamas on a boat.
Their honeymoon.
Big cruise ship on their honeymoon, but my wife Brenda is there, and we're getting ready to have dinner together. So
good.
From us to you, Merry Christmas, yes, and the best of New Year's. We will be back again next Tuesday night. Have another couple of racers to talk to. We're going to try to do that every week during the off season.
Good.
So Jarrett, the Andrettis are great folks, and along with all of our competitors and fans at Anderson Speedway, it's just a great time to be affiliated with the track.
It's absolutely.
So for Gary Mong, I'm Rick Dawson. We are wishing you again a very Merry Christmas, and we will see you talk to you same time, same channels next week. So long.